But we're gonna go explore the town of Berat, the town known as 1001 windows. Let's go see if we can count them.
Berat is a really old city. It's 2,500 years ago when the Illyrians lived here. And apparently they have not done any street improvements since that time.
Our first stop is always something to drink or eat, so we're stopping for coffee.
Something to drink, she means coffee.
Drink or eat, didn't I say that?
Something to drink, that means our first stop is always coffee.
Unless it's in the afternoon, in which case. So I think something got lost in translation when we ordered 2 coffee lattes.
Which is not atypical. Lots of coffee, no latte. So our non-coffee lattes turned out to be, I thought, really good. Kim didn't love as much as I do. This was one of the strongest coffees I think I've ever had.
So it worked out.
It did. Great coffee, and looks like the rain has stopped.
Let's go explore.
Check.
The city is completely charming and one of my favorite stops in the Balkans so far. It's just beautiful to walk around. I am walking on the Gorica Bridge, which spans the Osum River and connects the 2 sides of Berat. The bridge was originally built out of wood in the early 1700s and then rebuilt with 7 arches and out of stone in the early 1920s.
On this side of the Gorica Bridge is Gorica, and on the other side is Bachelor. The other night we saw this beautiful building behind me lit up, and we looked it up to see what it was, and it said it was the University of Durrës. So we thought, well, go check it out, maybe film it. But it very clearly, in giant letters, says Hotel Colombo. So I don't really know what it is. The city of Berat has a hundreds, maybe thousands years history of multiple religions living here and all just, living here, getting along. And what's great is that continues through today. And you can see behind me the Church of Berat, which is right next to the Bachelor Mosque. The Bachelor Mosque was built in the 1800s, and for bachelors, as you might have guessed, but specifically for bachelors that worked in shops.
Welcome to Republika Boulevard, which is the main walking street in Berat. It is lined with shops, restaurants, and cafes, and that is our next stop. We are headed for a drink.
We're at Pasha Gate. Pasha is an old Ottoman term for a high-ranking military or political official, and this is where that individual lived during the Ottoman times. It also contains an old communist school.
Now we're headed to a highly recommended restaurant called Homemade Food Lily.
This is so hard to find, even with Google Maps. It's just these super narrow, winding, branching maze of a street to get you here. This is not our first attempt to find this place.
Homemade Food Lily is closed today, and I am so bummed because we actually have been saving it for this video.
Yeah, kind of like saving the best for last because we leave tomorrow morning.
The second most recommended restaurant to us was the Wildor. It's right on the main road that runs along the river. We are looking out on the river.
Yeah, we have this beautiful view of a part of the walking street and then the river, which is really full from a lot of rain. It's beautiful.
So I ordered the tortellini with walnuts and gorgonzola. Not really a traditional Albanian food, probably more closer to my Italian roots, but it is it's wonderful. It's rich, it's nutty, it's warm, it's perfect for a rainy day that we've been experiencing. Love it. And the grilled vegetables, super good as well.
So I got a spaghetti bolognese, which again is probably not Albanian food, but right across the water from Italy. This spaghetti bolognese really reminds me of an Italian bolognese. It's exactly what you would expect. And the grilled vegetables come with really thick vinegar, and it is like a balsamic vinegar, but it's more almost like a honey as far as how viscous it is, and it is perfecto.
After what I consider one of the best meals we've had in Albania,
For
it
sure.
is now time for us to head home. We're going back to our apartment to start packing up because tomorrow we head to our last stop in Albania, which is Tirana.
So like we do on every
Day, every trip, every outing, every time.
So just
Berat is also.
now we're headed to a restaurant that was highly recommended to us.
Head north on Ruga Ani